What's up, all you awesome people? It's Melissa, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Cocktails and Consoles. I'm so glad you guys can join me for this. I have been planning this YouTube series for a long time, and I'm so happy I'm finally going to be able to launch it. To honor the launching, of course, no YouTube gaming channel would be complete without the seminal horror game Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, for those of you guys who have played it, I've watched a fair number of videos on it. I have not played it before. This will be my first time behind the wheel, so to speak. And for those of you who haven't had a chance to play it, or for those of you who are my family members who I bribed to watch this show, Five Nights at Freddy's is an amazing game that's been put out by Scott Cawthon that has caught the gaming world by storm. You would not believe the number of theories that have gone on about this game. It has so many layers to it. Now, your job in this game is to be the security guard for the most fucked up version of Chuck E. Cheese you'll ever have imagined. Why you're stuck in this little booth and making sure that no one breaks in is beyond me, because it seems like the safest place for anyone to be is anywhere but there. So from midnight to 6 a.m., you are watching the video cameras, but really you are trying to survive. And for me, any kind of work situation, any kind of office situation is not complete without coffee. So our first cocktail to help get us through this night is going to be a famous one called Mexican coffee. This is one that I was actually raised with as a kid. My badass aunt used to make it all the time. And she did it with the flaming version. Of course, she had access to Bacardi 151. I do not, so we're gonna do the slightly more tame version, but still absolutely delicious. What you're gonna need is 1/2 ounces of tequila. I recommend going with a lighter tequila simply because coffee is a pretty dominant flavor and doesn't play well with others, and neither really does tequila. So the lighter the tequila, the younger it is, and the more subtle the flavor, so it'll play nicely. Added to that, 1/2 ounces of Kahlua, 6 to 8 ounces of freshly brewed coffee, of course. The strength I'll leave up to your particular taste. And then finally, a good heaping spoonful of gelato. Now, you can use ice cream for this. I highly recommend the gelato because the gelato has less air in it, and it's much creamier, and it's going to melt so beautifully in the coffee. You'll absolutely love it. So, let's get down to business, shall we? We'll start off with the tequila, pre-measured for, well, my convenience. Followed by the Kahlua. You can really do this in any kind of order. I just do it because I just happen to line them up that way. And then that which I drink actually more than water, the coffee. And then finally, as many calories as you dare to consume of gelato. And that's it. It's super simple. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Looking forward to kicking ass with you in Five Nights at Freddy's in the next episode. Cheers, awesome people. Oh God, you are so good. This is the second one I've had, by the way, with this being the first episode. This is maybe about the 5th time I've shot this. Still working out the kinks. For those of you guys who happen to be YouTubers as well, maybe you'll sympathize. It takes a while to kind of get your legs underneath you, which oddly enough, the opposite is what happens after a fair amount of alcohol. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, you can throw me a subscribe, would really appreciate it. If you're just coming in new to the series, you want to catch up, the link to the playlist is down below. And if you just want to chat, would love to hear from you. What's going on in your world? Hit me up on social media. Till next time, awesome people. Cheers.